Hello everyone, and welcome to another Southwest Farms video. So today, as you can see, I'm in the tractor. We're going to be driving this down to our power washer. We're going to wash the tractor quick, and then we'll take it up to our shed where the auger wagons are at, so we can have it with the auger wagons and get ready for harvest. So see you when we're washing the tractor. Okay, now we have a nice clean tractor. Didn't take us too long, got it done pretty quick. So now I'm taking it nice and slow on the gravel to keep it nice and clean. And I'm heading up to where the auger wagons are at, which probably take me a little while to get there. So I'll go up there and we'll hook one of the auger wagons up and get ready for harvest, just to make sure we have the tractor there. Eventually we'll have to take the other one up there as well to get the other auger wagon. Alright everyone, so I'm pulling in the driveway now. I have officially made it up here. Didn't take me horribly long, about an hour and a half. So now from here, Dad, I can see already has the new combine out, so he's out greasing that right now. And we'll go ahead and grease kind of whatever we can get to today. Everything pretty much needs grease before harvest. We've got the auger wagons, all of the heads. We also need to grease the tractors. So we have a lot of greasing that needs to get done before harvest. So we'll get working on that today. While Dad's greasing, I'm going to go ahead and clean the combine out. Give it a good vacuum and give it a good wipe down. A little dirty. Get it cleaned up for the season on the inside. Okay, and now we have a nice clean combine. So we made sure to vacuum everything out, wipe everything off. It's not perfectly clean, but it's pretty nice. So now we're going to go ahead and run it just a little bit to get some of the grease through the rotors. And then we'll be going ahead and putting it back in the shed. We've got the combine, the tractor, and the two auger wagons and all the heads put back in the shed. So now we're going to call it a day today, and tomorrow we'll come back down here and we'll finish greasing. We might wash the tractor tomorrow morning. Just kind of do some different things and keep greasing everything and getting it all ready for whenever harvest starts. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new day here at Southwest Farms. Today I'm in the combine again. I've got it pulled out of the shed, as you can see. And we're going to go ahead and put the Cornhead on, so that way we can grease the Cornhead more easily, grease some different things on the combine, and check the oil and all of the chains on the Cornhead. Okay, and now I've got the head on the combine for the first time this year, which is kind of exciting. Not going to combine with it, just to get it oiled and greased quicker. Okay, so we've got the oil checked and all of the different gearboxes for the Cornhead, 12 of them for each row. So now I've got it lifted up. I'm gonna go ahead and put the stop on it, just so that way when we're underneath it, make sure it doesn't fall down. And we'll grease all the different things that are underneath of it while it's on the combine and up in the air. Alrighty, so Dad finished up one of the last grease certs. Now we've got the head all nice and greased. So this head and the combine are all ready to go for corn. Now we just got to do the bean heads, which is something that we're going to do right now as well, along with the other corn head. So we're going to go ahead and load this back up on the trailer, put the snouts up, and then we'll go ahead and put it back in the shed and get one of the bean heads out to grease. Alrighty, we've got the head taken off the combine. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to back up the head to the side. That way we can get probably both of the bean heads out to grease them. Okay, we've got the bean head. This is the old one. We have it hooked up. Take it up to the combine. The other corn head is parked down there in the driveway. It's kind of parked out of the way so we can grease both the bean heads. Okay, so we've gotten the old bean head all greased up and ready to go, which is a good thing. So now we're currently just kind of working on basically getting it back on the trailer. Put it right back in the shed, then we'll go ahead and get the new one out and grease that one up. Okay, we've got the new bean head all hooked up, ready to be taken out. We've got the old one parked up there, so that way we can put them all back in the shed nicely. We'll make sure to put the corn head in the back, so we'll be using both the bean heads before that. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll put this head on the combine. We'll get it all nice and greased up. Okay, so we now have the new bean head all ready to go. It's all greased up. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna back everything into the shed like how we want it. We'll call it a day. And we've now got everything back in the shed, in the combine. See the door's still open. Should be good. Auger should be in. We've got the new Cornhead bean head back there, and the old bean head out front, and the old Cornhead out front. We should be able to get both the bean heads out, but I haven't moved anything other than the combine. So today it was a great day. We got many things done. We were able to finish greasing 3 of the heads. We need to do the old corn head still, but that's the only thing we've got left. Then we're gonna go ahead and probably be waiting for harvest a little bit. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but if it's not raining this weekend, we'll most likely be in the field. So that's what we're planning on. We still got a couple more things to do before harvest, but we're gonna call it a day today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to another day here at Southwest Farms. Today, we're gonna work on greasing the old corn head, which is something that we didn't get to yesterday. So that's the first thing on the agenda. So we're gonna go ahead and get the combine out so that way we can get the old corn head out, and we'll work on greasing it. It's supposed to be raining today. The sun ended up coming out this morning. So we've got another good day for greasing. We've got the old corn head pulled out ready to grease. We've got the combine sitting out down there so we can get it out. So we're gonna go ahead and blow out some of the nasty plugs, get some of the dirt away from it, go ahead and grease it. So we're currently working on greasing all the gearboxes on each of the rows. So the grease certs are actually underneath. So you have to grease underneath, and someone is up here watching. Once it starts moving in the gearbox, usually it's full of grease, which is a good sign. Some of them have been pretty full, and some of them have been pretty empty, just kind of depends. So we've got plugs that we had to clean out on top, and then that's one that's open. You can see that there's the gearbox is down in there, and there's grease down in there. So we're making sure that they're all full and filling them all up. Okay everyone, so as we were cleaning out kind of everything underneath here, making sure that all of our chains were tight enough, we discovered that all of our chains are very, very worn out. This is the old corn head, so it's been used a lot of years. And as you can see, all the chains are very worn out. And one thing in particular that is a major issue with them is that these things in between that should just sit there and roll are actually very worn out, and they should completely fill the chain. As you can see, they move up and down and don't completely fill it, which is not good for our sprockets here on the ends. So, that said, there's 23 that need changed. And it's a little close to harvest to be doing this, but sometimes it's just how it is on the farm. So we're gonna go ahead and at least start taking them apart and getting them off, and hopefully we can find 23 of the chains for it. Surely somewhere around we'll have it. So all these chains, you can see they're pretty loose, and a lot of them we can't even get tight enough for them to not be so loose. So we're gonna make sure we can get everything ready. Get everything off. It's going to take a little while, but we can start getting them off and get them on hopefully in the next couple days. We'll be ready for harvest once we get that ready. So that's just something that we've run into today. One of those days that you find more problems than what you solve. So we got this one all loosened on here. We took that back thing up enough. We discovered that this thing also has to come off. But these black pieces have this wire, which ends up pulling up the whole snout. So that's something that we're gonna have to go one at a time to take this off, put the new chains on, close it up, and then do this side when that side's back on, so that way something's still holding that up. So that's something that we're gonna just have to have the new chains for. It's something we'll just end up doing tomorrow once we get all of the chains for it. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it in the shed like this, and wait till tomorrow to finish, or to start even, replacing all those chains. Alright, so I just moved the combine back in the shed. We've got the old corn head that needs to be all fixed in the shed. So now we're going to go ahead, need to grease both the auger wagons, we're going to check the tractor's tires, grease the tractor. I'm also going to clean the inside of the tractor before harvest. Again, just working on those things that we need to get done, get some more stuff done today. Okay, so we did end up getting the 2 auger wagons and the tractor greased, and the inside's clean. So we can go ahead and call that a day, and tomorrow we're going to start working on that old corn head, replacing all those chains. See you tomorrow. Good morning everyone, and welcome to another day here at Southwest Farms. Today, we've gotten started on the corn head. So we did already replace this chain. As you can see, it's a little much nicer. So we went ahead and replaced it, which wasn't horrible, just gonna take a little bit of time. We also discovered that we need some new sprockets on all these. You can see that it's really worn down. And this is the new one that we put on there. It spins much nicer, it's not loose at all. So we're gonna go ahead and replace all those sprockets too, which while we're doing it, we might as well. So we've got this chain off, and now we're just kind of waiting for a bunch of more new chains. We have one. We're gonna get all the new ones eventually. This is very worn out. This is the one we took off. We're replacing them all with these, and we're gonna replace all the sprockets as well. So we're gonna work on kind of getting some of the bolts loose, taking some of them off, and then once we get all the chains, we'll start putting them all back on. So that's our update for today. So we're gonna be working on, hopefully we can get all 23 done today. We'll see how long it takes. Here's a progress update for you. So we've gotten some of these other chains on. We're still working on all of them. We got some of the chains off as well. We're half off, we're working on it. So we did discover that these sprockets, which sit here and kind of allow the chains to move a little bit, a lot of them are broken inside. As you can see, like this one is. We're gonna go ahead and replace all of them, which is something that we have to get again. We do have all of our chains in these boxes. Like I said in the last clip, we were gonna replace all the sprockets, which we've got some of those on. Spin a little bit nicer. These are just very worn out and loose. So we're gonna keep working, and we're gonna get those sprockets. We can keep finishing it, but there's quite a bit we gotta do to get these chains on and off. We can start putting all that back together, putting all the bolts back together in the back as well. So we got a little ways to go. I'm running into a couple more issues, but should still be able to get it done today if we can get all the parts. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new day here at Southwest Farms. So today we were kind of in a hurry getting everything done, so I didn't do a final video, but I'll do that now and kind of show you what we did yesterday, and we did get it all done. So here's our pile of old chains and a bunch of old sprockets. So those are all worn out, so we'll just probably throw those away. So underneath here, we went through and we replaced all of the chains, all the sprockets on all of them. So they all have new chains and sprockets. So it should be good. And we also replaced the springs up underneath there as well. This right here, which you can't really see. But up underneath there, replaced all those as well. So we should be good for harvest for this head. Now we're gonna go ahead and do some other little things, replace some grease certs on the auger wagons. There's one on the new Cornhead that needs to be replaced. Just kind of work on some different things to get all ready for harvest, which should start sometime next week. So before I conclude this video, I did just want to give you just a quick harvest update. And I can say that I can promise in the next video, you will see us cutting some corn and probably some beans as well. So harvest is going to be starting very, very soon, in the next couple of days from the time of making this video. So in the next video, you'll definitely see some harvesting going on. Thank you for watching this video from Southwest Farms. I hope you enjoyed it, just all of our kind of pre-harvest stuff. The next couple videos, and for our next couple month or two, it's going to be harvest videos. See you next time.